The first encounter with pain. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast desert. The winds whip around you, carrying the sting of sand against your skin. The air is dry, the horizon endless, and the sun blazes mercilessly above. There is no respite in sight. Your only companion is pain. Most people, at the very sight of this wasteland, would turn back. They would retreat into the safety of the familiar, the comfortable, the known. But not you. You stand firm. Why? Because you know something most people do not. Pain is your best friend. You see, pain is not the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Pain is the companion that walks beside us in every trial, every challenge, every moment when life feels too heavy to bear. The Stoics, those ancient sages who sought wisdom in every corner of existence, knew this well. They embraced pain, not as a burden, but as a gift. And today, we'll walk this desert together, unraveling why pain is not only necessary, but vital to our growth. Stay with me. By the end of this journey, you'll uncover the secrets hidden within pain, secrets that will transform your life, as they did for the Stoics. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts on how you've faced pain in your own life, so we can walk this path together. Chapter 1. The Sculptor and the Marble. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Imagine a block of raw marble, coarse and unshaped. It holds within it the potential to become a magnificent statue, a work of art that could inspire awe for centuries. But without the chisel, without the pain of being carved and shaped, that marble remains formless, meaningless. We are all like that marble. Life's hardships, the blows we take, are the chisels that shape us into who we are meant to become. There's a story told about Michelangelo, the master sculptor. When asked how he created the famous statue of David, he responded, "I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free." Every strike of the hammer, every blow to the stone, was not random. It was purposeful. Each stroke removed the excess, revealed the form, and brought forth the beauty that was hidden beneath. This is what pain does to us. When you face loss, heartbreak, or failure, you are being sculpted. Each painful moment is removing the unnecessary parts of you, the ego, the pride, the illusions you hold about yourself, and revealing the strength that lies underneath. Pain strips us down to our essence, to the unbreakable core within. The Stoic sage Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This is the secret that most of the world does not understand. Pain is not there to break you. Pain is there to reveal you. Chapter 2. The Fire that Refines Us. In ancient times, when blacksmiths would forge swords, the metal would be placed into an intense fire. The heat would soften it, allowing it to be hammered and shaped. Without this fiery process, the metal would remain brittle and weak, unsuitable for battle. We are the swords, and pain is the fire that refines us. Imagine the story of a warrior preparing for battle. His sword must endure the flames, must be hammered into shape repeatedly, or it will fail him when he needs it most. Life is that battlefield, and every hardship we endure is a step in the forging process. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, knew this well. He faced unimaginable pressures, war, plague, personal loss. Yet in his meditations he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Pain, for Marcus, was not an obstacle. It was the path. To those unfamiliar with Stoicism, pain seems like a cruel force meant to halt progress. But in reality, it is the very force that moves us forward. It burns away our weaknesses, exposes our vulnerabilities, and leaves us with something stronger, sharper, more prepared for the battles ahead. Chapter 3. The Story of KOs Endurance. Let me take you to the heart of ancient Rome, to a man named Cato the Younger, a Stoic whose integrity and courage in the face of adversity would be remembered for centuries. Cato lived during a time of great political turmoil, during the rise of Julius Caesar. He fought tirelessly for the Republic, even when all seemed lost. But the world around him was changing. Caesar's power was rising, and Cato, with his unwavering sense of justice, refused to bend. He faced immense pressure, not just from his enemies, but from friends and allies urging him to compromise. Yet Cato did not. He endured. In the end, when he knew the Republic was lost, Cato chose death over submission. His final act was one of defiance. He would not allow Caesar to triumph over his principles. In his final moments, even as pain overtook him, he was at peace. He had lived and died according to his values. Cato's life is a testament to the Stoic principle of endurance. Pain, to Cato, was not a reason to retreat, but a reason to stand firm. It is in our moments of greatest suffering that our true character is revealed. Pain exposes who we really are. Will we be like Cato, unshakable in our values, or will we crumble under pressure? Chapter 4. Pain is the price of greatness. No story of human achievement is without pain. Think of the greatest figures in history. Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment, or Mahatma Gandhi, who faced countless hardships in his quest for freedom. These individuals knew that pain is the price of greatness. The Stoic philosopher Seneca put it plainly: there is no easy way from the earth to the stars. Those who seek an easy life, free from discomfort, will never reach their full potential. Pain, discipline, and hardship are the cost of true achievement. Consider the athlete who rises before dawn to train, pushing their body to its limits. They endure the burn of sore muscles, the exhaustion of endless practice. Why? Because they know that without this pain, they will never stand on the podium. The same applies to every other endeavor in life, whether it's building a business, mastering a craft, or pursuing a personal dream. Every time you face pain, remember this: pain is the price you pay for progress. There is no growth without discomfort, no success without sacrifice. It is through pain that we forge ourselves into something greater than we were before. Chapter 5. The River of Change. Heraclitus, a philosopher whose ideas heavily influenced Stoicism, famously said, "You cannot step into the same river twice." Life is a river, constantly flowing, constantly changing. Pain often arises when we try to resist this flow, when we cling to the past, to what is familiar. But the Stoic understands that change is inevitable, and resisting it only intensifies our suffering. Marcus Aurelius reflected deeply on this, writing, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change." When you experience pain in life, it is often because you are being asked to change. Perhaps a relationship is ending, or a job is lost, or a dream you held dear is no longer possible. In these moments, the natural reaction is to fight against the tide, to cling to what once was. But this only deepens our pain. The Stoic instead welcomes change. We flow with the river. We understand that life is in constant motion, and pain is the signal that we are being asked to grow, to adapt, to become something new. The Stoics taught that this acceptance of change is what brings true freedom. When we stop resisting, we stop suffering. Pain then becomes not something to fear, but something to embrace as the herald of transformation. Chapter 6: The Community of Suffering. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, often spoke of the interconnectedness of all human beings. He said, "We are all threads in the same web." This idea extends to our experience of pain. Though we may suffer individually, we are never truly alone in our suffering. Every human being has experienced pain. It is one of the few universal aspects of existence. The Stoics understood that while pain is deeply personal, it is also deeply communal. We share in one another's burdens, and when we embrace this shared experience, we grow stronger together. Think of how, in times of great crisis, natural disasters, wars, pandemics, people come together. Strangers become allies. Communities rise from the ashes of hardship. Pain, in these moments, becomes a force that binds us, that unites us in a common cause. As Stoics, we understand that our own pain is part of a greater whole. We are not isolated in our suffering. We are part of the human family, and our endurance strengthens not only ourselves, but everyone around us. When you face pain, remember, you do not face it alone. Reach out, share your struggle, and let others share theirs with you. In doing so, we lift one another up, and we find strength we never knew we had. Chapter 7: Beyond Pain, the Transformation. Pain is not the final destination. It is merely the passageway. Just as a caterpillar must endure the confines of its cocoon to become a butterfly, so too must we endure the pain of transformation to become something greater than we were before. Consider the story of the phoenix, the mythical bird that rises from its own ashes. In order to be reborn, the phoenix must first burn. It is through this painful destruction that it finds new life. We are the phoenix. Our pain is the fire, and through it, we are reborn. Stoic philosophy teaches us to view pain not as an end, but as a beginning. It is the starting point of a new chapter, a new version of ourselves. Each time we endure hardship, we emerge from it stronger, wiser, more resilient. Pain is not something to escape, but something to transcend. Walking the path together. As we come to the end of this journey, I invite you to reflect on your own experiences with pain. How has it shaped you? What lessons has it taught you? Pain is not your enemy. It is your guide, your companion, your best friend on the path to greatness. Together, we can embrace pain. Together, we can walk through the fire and emerge stronger on the other side. This is the Stoic way. This is the way of true strength.